have another top 32 match from Season 12. The game today is Shadow Marvel versus Andrew, aka Do You Like to Party? And we have Shadow Marvel playing a Sam Avengers list. He's bringing Crimson Dynamo, Nick Fury and the Howling Commandos, and Beta Ray Bill, along with the rest of the Avengers. And playing against him is Andrew's Spider Foe list. It looks like he's also got some Cabal options, I think. It's hard to tell. He's got a mix mash. He's got CGR and Malekith in this list, with Wolverine as well. And joining me on commentary is Sploosh from the Danger Room. How's it going, Sploosh?
Great. It should be fun.
Yeah, let's see what Andrew's list is pretty interesting. I haven't seen anything like it, so we'll see how he plays it. And we've seen Shadow Marvel on my stream a couple of times. He's bringing Curtis will be happy to know we've got Captain Marvel, the OG Captain Marvel, in the list. So let's see if Shadow Marvel opts to bring her in the matchup.
Yeah, because it's a little bit of a gamble. You don't know. It looks like they're rolling Prio.
Yep. Andrew wins Prio. We've got Montesi, Skrulls, Alien Ship, Superpowered Scoundrels, Riot, Spark, Infinity. He's got very point-heavy list here for a player who has CGR in his list. It seems like more of a psych out or like a counter pick if someone else plays CGR into him. Spiders, Skrulls, Paranoia, Superpowered Portals, Mutant Madman. Oh, I like the counter tech that Shadow Marvel is bringing here. He's bringing 2 Peta Flips into a potential Ghost Rider matchup. I think that's what I was doing to ideally prevent the drop, the CGR drop on me. So let's see. Andrew might not like.
Well, Andrew won Prio, right? So he'll not take Secures, right?
Probably. Here it is. There he gets it. He gets Superpowered Scoundrels and Skrulls. So we're playing a 20 threat match here, and it's got 9 points on the board. We didn't see CGR, Guardian CGR, because there were 9 points in a match from yesterday. I don't know. It's hard to. I'm not sure. We might not see them today either. We might not see CGR today either. Let's see what I have no idea what Andrew's gonna pick here.
Andrew's roster is crazy town.
Yeah.
I want to just note that Andrew is from Australia, and he seems like a very nice guy. And but this list is it feels like it's just I don't even know what's going on here. I'm having trouble even processing what affiliation I'm looking at. I guess it's just foes and that's it, right?
Yeah, he's got Green Goblin or Doc Ock as his leaders. Could play
like a really bizarre Cabal, I guess. But
yeah, what's Malekith Bullseye and Cosmic Ghost Rider would fill out a 15 Cabal.
Yeah,
but I think that is it. Yeah, the rest are all Spider Foes only, or Black Cat's Criminals. That's all we got. Interesting. So 20 threats. So we're definitely going to see a Spider Foe team here, I would imagine, and it'll be interesting to see. Like Shadow Marvel, does Shadow Marvel bring Hulk here? Hulk is really great at dealing with Malekith, especially now with the changes to Malekith. But I'd be nervous to play Hulk into CGR. However, with no ability to like get rid of a stagger on CGR because he's not in Guardians. Maybe Hulk could slow CGR down. It's hard. It's tricky though because that spender can just do so much damage. CGR spender.
Yeah, traditionally Hulk's very strong on Scoundrels, but foes can be pretty good at putting out some damage. So I'd be a little nervous.
Yeah, we just had a match. Spider Foes, the other Spider Foes player that made Top Cut, just played against Guardians on Scoundrels. It was Scoundrels Researcher, and the Guardians just shot him up quite a bit. It was kind of one-sided attrition wise. It didn't help that the Guardians had like a lot more spikes, but anyway, let's. Andrew is bringing a very fighty a very fighty Spider Foes list. That new Awk leadership is all about the fight, right? Like you only get the benefit when you are dealt damage from attacks.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of implies your opponent has to be fighty, be good, uh, because if you're fighty and they're not, then it doesn't do much, right? So you have to get hit by things. So, I'm expecting him to go with Green Goblin's leadership personally, but maybe I'm wrong. It would be fun to see the new Awk leadership in action.
Yeah, I would love to see that. We've got Schmid saying if he plays CGR, he's turning off the stream. Only two CGR wins so far in all the Top Cut games. So it means that, yeah, Joe is saying that he must be fine if he's only won twice. Uh, yeah, that's. It's funny because like one of those wins was a CGR mirror, and that was my game. Oh Christ. Yeah. So we'll see.
Foes actually did well at WTC. Blair Bunky was playing them, and he went 4-1. And I didn't get to see any of those games. It's really a shame there wasn't anything recorded at the event. But my suspicion is that he was playing kind of a middling objective strategy with like a well laid plans and sinister trap kind of combo is like to kind of attrition people down. Obviously with traps it's like early game, and then the well laid plans triggers kind of later in the game, like maybe like a turn 3 or 4, to kind of close out the game.
Yeah.
But this Andrew's not really doing any of that. I didn't. Did you see traps?
Oh,
I
he
didn't
played.
see well
He
laid
he probably
plans.
has traps. I think he.
Yeah,
I played him in season 10, in the semifinals, and he was like always bringing sinister traps. Like that's the plan all the time. So I would not be. Here it is right here. He's brought it.
he's got it right there, front and center.
Yeah, it's the only card that like loaded in for him on the blue side. All right, so we've got the teams here. Shadow Marvel is running Sam with Iron Man, Spider Woman, Luke Cage, and he's got splashing Beta Ray Bill and the Howling Commandos. He's bringing Sacrifice, Helios, Avengers Assemble, Brace, and Heroes for Hire. And Andrew is bringing a wide team as well. He's got the new Awk, it's the only leader, so he's running the new leadership with Lizard, Rhino, Venom, and he's splashing Black Cat and Bullseye. Very interesting. 6 wide both sides. They both have one steel each, one extra steel each, with Black Cat and Spider Woman, and that's very interesting. We've got this is a robbery. Sorry, so he's got like 1.5 steals, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, this is it's very interesting list here. We got this is a robbery, sinister traps, lethal protector, sacrifice, indomitable. I mean, I imagine that. Let's see here. We do have a. I think that Shadow Marvel probably he had who had priority. Andrew had priority. Okay. Shadow Marvel didn't bring eyes on the prize or anything like that, or neither person brought a safe grab. So they're both going to be. This is going to be a pretty wide brawl here. I'm excited to see what happens. We've got us a Marvel. Joe Manji says.
Yeah, I
Sploosh,
was just looking.
you can check out the stream chat if you're on my Twitch while you're
Yeah, I
commentating.
was gonna take a look at that. So what's really fun here is looking at what conditions are relevant for Doc Ock's leadership. You've got shock, slow, and incinerate. Um, I don't think anyone's doing any slow action here, but you got shock on Spider Woman and incinerate on the Howling Commandos. So that's fun. So I get to do
Yeah,
that.
we have Shock on Summon the Storm as well. How many flyers do we got here? It's Lizard. We don't have any flyers. It's interesting
No.
because in the last Spider-Foe game, they played Beta Ray Bill was played into 4 Spider-Foe flying characters, and in this game, Andrew's running none of them. So that's yeah, it means that Bill's not gonna be able to supercharge his Summon the Storm attack, but yeah, he can offer a shock condition as well to Andrew's team, who can remove it instantly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The other thing I'd say of note is I love that Venom prevents the use of cover, which will be handy on Scoundrels.
Yeah, that's a good point here. So let's see. Yeah, they got both teams have like a heroes for hire or like they've got bodyguard abilities. They both are bringing sacrifice. They're both bringing sacrifice, and they're both bringing a hero specific bodyguard ability in lethal protector and heroes for hire. They're both. It's interesting how they both have brought such similar tech. We've got damage reduction. Do we have two? We have three damage reduction characters on Shadow Marvel's side, and we've got Rhino, Lizard. So we have Rhino and Lizard on Andrew's side. Like they're running very um, similar types of
Tactics cards.
characters. Yeah, and tactics cards are all. It's very interesting.
Yeah, like Heroes Fire versus Lethal Protector. Yeah. Yeah, I took a peek at Second Wind and I noticed like the top two players running Sacrifice and Brace, and it just kind of feels like that's sort of the default best cards. Restricted cards. I mean, people do R&D shenanigans sometimes, and patch up is handy at times. But it seems like generally the generic pick is Sacrifice and Brace these days.
Yeah, I mean like patch up is great. I think Curtis said it really well because he was running patch up with She-Hulk, and it was just like you can't patch her up if she's dead, and
Yeah.
that's why sacrifice is typically better, or like it feels better a lot of times, especially when you've got characters like CGR who are like one shotting you a lot of the time. It's better
Hmm.
to have him one shot a character who has already gone in a lot of cases. That way you at least get to activate as many characters as you have, or like more characters in a round, and hopefully that's enough to pull out the win. I think that's like why you see sacrifice more than patch up now.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely excited to have Sacrifice into a person playing Helios Laser, as well as Lethal Protector to some degree. Granted, you probably don't want Venom to get lasered either, but yeah,
That's fair.
it definitely it takes a lot of self control though to not use Sacrifice at times because of Helios Laser. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, this is really this is really cool. Both players are bringing like anti-attrition leaderships.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, it's true, right? Sam into Doc Ock is two kind of passive leaderships. They're not, reroll attack dice kind of things.
yeah. Let's see. The key thing here that will be interesting to see next will be where Sinister Traps go. But looks like they're deploying the last characters here. So Shadow Marvel. So let's see. Andrew has priority. He's put Lizard dead center, looking to grab the middle scroll. We've got Venom and Black Cat and right next to him on the northern side of the board. We've got Bullseye on the north flank, and we have Doc Ock, Sinister Scientist, and Rhino on the bottom flank here on Andrew's right. And then on Shadow's side, we've got Beta Ray Bill in the middle to grab the middle scroll, and we have Nick Fury, Commandos, and Spider Woman on the northern flank with Luke Cage in the middle with Beta Ray Bill, and then Sam and Iron Man on the bottom flank against deployed against Rhino and Doc Ock. So it's interesting that Sinister Traps is going to cause Shadow Marvel to be not very flexible. Like he had to have lots of flexibility in how he put his characters because Andrew could really punish him if he deployed improperly. So Andrew puts the Sinister Trap on Shadow Marvel's scroll that Beta Ray Bill is looking to grab. I think that might be a problem for like Andrew. Like I don't think that was like the perfect. I would have put it on the other flank potentially because Beta Ray Bill is going to move up. He could potentially, if he only rolls one success, Beta Ray Bill can pay one to negate it, and then he can still pick up the scroll, and he doesn't get pushed at all. And uh, if he does take damage, I don't know if it's the end of the world. You can like if he's going to take 3 damage from the Sinister Trap, he can pay 1 and only take 2. Well, let's see what happens though. Bullseye rolls on the scroll and he does not get pushed.
Wow, that is quite the roll, Bullseye rolled. Holy crap. That's 3 successes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the Flyers versus the Wall Crawlers.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like if Shadow Marvel can reach it, I like Shadow Marvel grabbing um, the home scroll of Andrew's. Like the interesting thing that is a very interesting thing here is that if Andrew grabs his home scroll and fails and flubs the roll, he could totally get pushed into his own Sinister Trap. And then he could
Oh
get pushed
no.
further, right? It's like it's a terrible. That's why the flank scroll is probably the better one to put it on, because of that situation. Iron
That's actually a
Man,
really good point.
Iron Man gets gets it as well. So he's in cover on the car.
Yeah, and Andrew can't go last, right? Because he has Prio,
Yes, that's right.
so
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of scary. Oh, he must realize that. I'm sure he's played this objective many times.
Yeah. We're gonna see. Well, we're gonna see Doc Ock take his first action. I've never seen this character operate before. He's got the double wild on his builder, so I mean that's pretty good. Like you're hitting almost as hard as Wolverine, right? The OG Wolverine that has that double wild ability, but you
Yeah.
don't have to pay for it. It's very cool.
Yeah, so the big selling point here over the original Doc Ock is basically the fact he has an extra die on his builder
Yeah.
with that flurry of arms. So it can be very swingy, and it's kind of just the discount rates, right? Yeah, like you said, you don't have to pay power like Wolverine does. Oh man, no wilds though. Bummer.
And the cover probably puts him at Iron Man taking no damage.
Um, I'll just tell people right now I'm biased towards violence, so I'm gonna just be cheering for these flurry of arms the entire game.
Oh man, yeah, the just good old 6-on-6 violence on at 20 threat. All right, no, none of this like 3 wide. I played it 3 wide at 20 threat. It
Yeah,
was
absolutely.
wild. I played a Thanos Malekith Red Skull at 20 threat.
Oh my
Oh man,
gosh.
yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, at WTC I lost to Thanos, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Star Lord.
Ooh, as was a
Um,
17, right? Yeah,
was
hold
it?
on.
Yeah,
Where's that?
what? It was 8, 6, 14, 17. Yeah. Yep.
3 wide 17. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. I'm like it was so he played the Guardians leadership and just like
Yep.
rolled a f ton of successes.
Yeah, he had realities on Thanos, and then with the winging it token, it just felt like his Thanos was immortal.
Right.
And Cosmic Ghost Rider did what Ghost Rider does, which is kill everybody in one attack.
Yeah, yeah.
So, are we stealing a scroll right now?
Yeah, he's taking the opponent's scroll. He's really hoping. I mean, the benefit to the deployment here, or like the map layout that Shadow is basically taking advantage of, is that you can't get pushed into the enemy's deployment zone with this scroll because of the building. I mean, he can still get ping ponged with the traps. So let's see what happens. Oh, he gets it. Oh, that was very important role for
Oh
Shadow
wow,
Marvel.
that's huge.
Yep. She can't be seen by the enemies right now. And when they get on that building to see her, she's going to probably have martial artist on them. I mean, I can't see how she wouldn't. So it's I think it's the exact situation she wanted to be in.
Yeah, it's a very good play. I'm impressed. And it really pays off having that 4 physical defense when you're going to roll a scrolls roll. Are we like all physical attackers too?
Yeah, it
Um,
looks like it. Maybe a spender. Maybe might be
yeah, it's
energy.
literally
Arm
just an arm
laser.
laser as energy.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh, that's
So
wild.
Spider-Woman is massive value into this opponent.
Yeah, that's impressive. I did I mean the Avengers are known to have like great physical defenses and so it's like we got Iron Man, Luke Cage, Beta Ray Bill. I mean like Andrew's gonna have to shoot through the toughest aspects of their defenses.
So can't hear the players, so I'm not exactly sure if this is Andrew thinking.
Oh yeah, we don't have the clocks up here. Let's if I put these clocks on, I can see whose clock it is. It looks like it's Shadow Marvel it's his turn right now. Oh wait.
Huh.
Nope, it just switched over to Andrew.
There we go. I wonder what he was thinking about.
We've got oh man. Mark. Looks like evil Brandon Sanderson. That's hilarious. I did. Now that you say that, I can't unsee it. Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
Okay, can someone explain who the heck Brandon Sanderson is? Because I'm pretty sure I listened to the Rogue interview with Will Schick, and that was brought up, I believe, and I had no idea what they were talking about.
He's an author. He's a fantasy author, basically. He writes. He finished the Wheel of Time series. He finished on behalf of
Oh,
on behalf of the original writer, and he writes tons of fantasy novels. And he looks just like he's got that like chubbiness that Brandon Sanderson has.
oh my
It's
gosh.
very funny. It's very funny. Very.
I
It's
actually did
really. It's
read
like the
that.
perfect. It's like the perfect way to describe him. That's so funny.
Okay,
You're
I just
seeing
looked
it.
at
You're
a
seeing it.
picture of him. Put that in chat because it's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah. Mark made. Okay, wow. Look at that picture, Mark.
That's so good. Okay. Okay, we've got Rhino doing an attack into Iron Man. Rolls 3 into 3 blocks, so no damage. That's man, you love to see it if you're Shadow Marvel. That's you're stalling out Rhino from playing this as a robbery this round.
That's the value of cover in this game too. Like he prevented a damage just by placing well.
Yeah.
I'm an obsessive compulsive cover person, and then I play against X Force, and they keep telling me I don't have cover, and it makes me sad.
All right, well, the shield throw, no cover on this one. It's gonna. Doc Ock is a size 3, a size 2? Size 2, so
Uh-oh.
Sam could push him here right off the point.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Doc Ock to be size 2. And you know, Sam will probably hit this. Oh boy.
All right. We've got it's looking like a hit. Yeah, looking like it goes
It
through.
does.
There it is. 2 damage into Ock.
He might be able to push Doc Ock into Lizard and hit Lizard at deployment. That
I
would be
mean,
rude.
he might be able to.
I actually think it could happen.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Ock with that medium base is really what could do it. Indomitable.
Oh, did he
Yeah,
seriously just
he
Indomitable?
did.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Wow. I respect it. Because that's a VP right there.
Yeah. Looks like
He
Lizard.
bas-
Yeah, Lizard's one needs to rotate up, right? If he had to spend energy rotating him down towards the side of the board, it was slows him down for sure.
Yeah, I mean, well, Doc represents a VP, so pay 2 power, gain a VP. It's not a bad deal.
Yeah, I know. Cosmic Ghost Rider does it all the time, right? Pay 2 power, prevent a VP.
Yeah.
It's very powerful.
Why does that cost 2 power, by the way? What the
The
heck, man?
chains.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like it
I mean,
should be 3.
here we go. Is this the stream? But we're yeah.
Oh no, I'll behave
No,
myself.
no, I'm
I
just.
actually
It's
I actually haven't played enough against him or with him to have complete salt yet, but the character is crazy.
yeah. I'm in the same page. I haven't. I've probably played like a total of less than 10 games with or against him, and so I
Yeah.
don't. I can understand where people are coming from. I haven't experienced it as much myself yet.
Oh, that's crazy. The lizard roll was pretty terrible.
Yeah. No, that was the martial artist too. So it's like
Yeah.
for you're rolling your lizard is rolling less successes like on his dice faces than Spider Woman is, right? She's got five successful defense faces versus Lizard's four.
Yeah. It's no good. Looks like we've got Luke Cage getting into range 2 of Iron Man, but why does that matter? I guess sacrifice?
Yeah, Rhino basically just needs to do one damage next round to get the extract,
Oh,
and
oh, okay. I was gonna say mission objective, but he didn't take it. So
oh yeah,
I'm not sure why he measured range 2 from Iron Man to Luke Cage because his taunt doesn't care. The sacrifice is sure sacrifice, but I don't know. Not sure.
so
I
I mean,
guess
my thinking
yeah.
here maybe is that you have to attack Luke Cage, based on where Rhino is right now, and if Luke Cage taunts it, he gets oh, he doesn't get cover. No, because Rhino's already on the point. Yeah, so I don't know. I think we'll see. We'll find out if it was a good move
Yeah.
next
It might
round.
just be sacrifice just to cover your bases.
Yeah.
I gotta agree with you here. This sinister trap is feeling awkward.
Yeah, it's looking like Andrew's the one paying for it. Joe Manji says, "Did the foes player play sinister traps or did Avengers?" Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's
It
interesting.
can feel like that sometimes though with sinister traps. Sometimes it does feel like it bites you in the butt. I've heard some wild stories where people can do different kinds of displacements and launch characters into their own traps. It's I don't know. That's tough.
I played a convocation game recently against a spider foe team. I believe, yeah, it was a spider foe team, and I used Doctor Strange's place ability to make Goblin hit the sinister trap. It was nice. It felt good. Okay, so we have an attack with Howling Commandos into Venom.
mm,
Maybe, or is this? Let's
no,
see
I
what it
think he
is.
attacked
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
A bullseye. There it is. And only one damage. So only hold on. How does he have? Oh, look at that. The leadership of Doc Ock gave Bullseye an extra power, which lets him use the parting shot, even though he only took one damage.
The timing of that's pretty weird.
Right. It's cool
Um,
with Bullseye and Venom though, right? I think that's why he brought Bullseye as a
I,
splash. I mean, he's already a good splash, but like,
yeah, Venom for sure. Bullseye's, he doesn't like getting hit too much.
yeah,
Um,
that's a good spot for Bullseye to be though. Getting one VP just like far away from everything else. Let's see.
yeah,
Black Cat does.
yeah, I feel good about that hit and run. And you're trading one damage for one damage. It's a good deal.
Yeah. So Black Cat looking like she's gonna contest this middle here. I mean, I think I like Bill double like walking, hitting the sinister trap, and then walking again and picking up the scroll. And if you don't roll any crits or if you roll crits or wilds, you're also on the middle as your last activation, scoring you two VPs when you already have one, two, three. You've already got three, so you'd be at 5-3 advantage, is what I think I'm seeing. If you do this, so it looks like he is. He's triggering the trap with Bill.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay, it's exactly that's like exactly what Bill wanted here. Basically,
Yeah.
you pay one to take one. You get pushed, but you just move back on the point anyway. I mean, like obviously rolling nothing would have been. This is totally reasonable.
Yeah, this is what Bill probably wanted, other than, of course, blocking everything, but you can't have it all. Does he get on the secure? I
I think
think
it's
he might.
he might. Yeah, I think so.
The way he's angling it, though, kind of Looks like he's not
Oh,
trying
it's
for some reason.
close.
Oh,
Oh, he
jeez.
gets
No.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah. He just did that so quickly. He was very confident, I guess, that that was going to work out.
Yeah. Let's see if he rolls. He needs the Critter of the Wild to stay on the point.
He got
And he
it.
got it. There we go. Yeah, 5-3. That's very interesting. Shadow Marvel had a great first turn here, putting pressure to not go on parity, to not have parity on round one. Puts a lot of pressure on the spider foes.
Uh, Foes? I'm just seeing they have one scroll. Yeah, this is tough, though. 3 scrolls to 1 is not great. And Bill's got the middle.
All right, going into round two, it looks like.
Oh, did you see Andrew's character token? That's pretty good.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. Here we go. That's good. That is pretty funny. Oh, man, Shadow Marvel's token is that little, like, little cartoon.
They're both really on point for what's happening here.
Yeah, that is good.
Well, it's tough because I like some of the characters that Andrew has here, but Sam has quite the good leadership and a lot of great characters on this table. So
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna need a little bit of dice luck to push through this. And Rhino does offer some stealing options, like he could just steal from Iron Man, perhaps.
Yeah, the problem is that you need to get some damage through to be able to pick up the scroll once you
Yeah.
to steal it. So you're gonna need that extra power.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like hindsight is 2020 here, but Lizard attacking Spider Woman. Like I guess. Oh, okay. So I guess the logic there was if you hit the wild, you push her into the sinister trap.
That's
But I don't know. Like it's still was that worth a tactic card? Man, it's risky. Sinister traps, like many of the tactic cards people bring, are like they're good. Like they're usually almost always good. Like right, brace for impact is like always good.
yeah.
But Sinister Trap Sacrifice is one of those cards where you could play it and then ultimately be in a net worse situation. But that's I think in like very rare circumstances. Okay, we've got Rhino into Iron Man. Let's see if Luke Cage taunts it.
I'm surprised. If you're looking for power, attacking Iron Man's not exactly the ideal target.
He only rolls
I
2 successes and he gets 2 blocks. Oof.
Yeah, I would have attacked Sam, I think, to try to get that power.
Yeah.
And hmm, I mean, maybe Sam uses some power to get extra defensive dice, but then fine, he has less power.
All right.
Oh, they're pinging for some reason.
Yeah, it's Shadow Marvel making sure
Oh,
he's helping us out here.
oh
Only 2
man,
more again in 2 blocks. Oh man, this.
that's so tough.
Oh man, that is a bummer. That is a bummer for Rhino. That reminds me of my Rhino when I played him.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna jinx it right now, but my Rhino usually gets in a damager, so that's some tough luck. I personally would not have attacked Iron Man though. He's kind of tanky.
Yeah, that extra defense dice and damage reduction would have. Yeah, it doesn't really give Rhino a lot of power if he did get anything through. It's interesting because like Shadow Marvel doesn't have many options that are like good that are like that he needs to do. I mean, I guess you start attacking Rhino because you have nothing else to do. You go with Iron Man, maybe you shoot into Doc Ock, but he's got cover. There's nothing crazy here. He just needs to basically maintain. You go with Sam Shield into Doc Ock.
Is the counter to traps basically just like a long mover? Because even if you were doing a midline objective, you could just long move into it, right?
Yeah,
That
you
gets you to
could.
range 2. And
You would
then
need to keep your character on the midline though. Like that's what the Sinister Trap probably does.
yeah, but roster, other than like maybe Rhino, isn't exactly super awesome at punishing a
Yeah.
midline character. Like I actually could see the argument that you leave Sinister Traps at home for this situation. Like
Yeah, I could see. I think it's more effective at lower threats probably, right? When you have less flexibility on where your characters need to end up at the end of round one. Whereas here it's like you had so many options as to which character could be taking the damage here that
yeah.
it that and it's like the percentage of damage, right? You've got a team of I don't know how much health you have. You've got like if 10 health per character, 6 characters, you've got 60 something health. And Sinister Traps is like roll 5 dice, right? Whereas like if you've got like 4 characters, then you've got like I don't know 40 health in your health pool. It's a bigger percentage of the total damage you need to be tabled, kind of thing.
Yeah. I've only really seen Sinister Traps be devastating too when it's like a low threat, like a low health, like 2 threat or something.
Right. Okay, so we've got Beta Ray Bill is moving up and he's throwing Venom into Bullseye. No brace for impact for Andrew, so he's rolling 3 dice and he needs to block 2, I think, to live
And he
here.
doesn't.
There goes Bullseye.
Ouch. Does that trigger Ock?
It has to. Is it after the effect is
It's
resolved?
attacking after attack targeting, so it's only attacks. Throws don't
Oh
count.
yeah, right, yeah. So
Sorry for listeners, but I have to learn how this leadership works. Yeah. Yeah, even the removal of conditions is enemy attack. Hmm, that's tough. That was a really good move by Shadow Marvel. He's really playing well.
yeah, I agree. If the attack mentions if the character is not dazed, so yeah, you have to also not daze from the attack.
Yeah.
It's also
What
once
kind
per
of?
turn too. It's just so it's like you can't really charge up too much.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned because Bill has no power, and maybe that'll change here in a moment. But usually that would get me excited to try to lay some damage into Bill. But I just don't really see who's gonna do that.
Yeah, the range 3 attacks, they only have really range 3 attacks on all these characters, right? And this is like hitting from one to another, one scenario secure to another is like range 4. You're going to need range 4 at least. And unless you're like on the inside of the mission on the secures, which all these characters are on the outsides for the most part.
Hmm. I just gotta hope that Doc Ock can roll a lot of wilds. That'll be fun.
Yeah. The foes team, Mark says the foes team is so pillow fisted it needs a VP lead on round 1. Yeah. Yeah, I
I
agree.
agree.
Yeah.
I think it tried to use traps just in general to get an early advantage, and I don't think it worked out. And there's no well laid plans to try to turn it around.
Yeah, Andrew has brought 2 defensive tech cards like with Lethal Protector and Sacrifice, but Shadow Marvel doesn't need to is only gonna be attacking very selectively to minimize the leadership and minimize any sort of minimize the leadership. And why would he attack? He's winning. He can just run around with his characters, and the cover will keep them tanky.
Oh wow, he just walked away from that scroll. I mean, it makes sense. Sending Venom to get that scroll could be really
Yeah,
bad.
he's gonna have to send Black Cat after it, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably what he'll do, assuming she survives.
Well, we're going. It looks like we're going with Venom into the Commandos.
Oh man, not a great roll.
Oh, jeez, Louise. No damage.
I assume this is the builder, so it's an auto bleed.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. Hmm.
Uh-oh. Basically, as every activation goes by, um, the man, Spider Foes only have 3 activations left, and the Avengers have 5 activations. This is a little bit of a quite a bit of a hole we got here for Andrew.
Yeah. It's a bit of a massacre so far. And then if Iron Man can push Doc Ock out, that's not great. Which, did he pay any power?
No, he only had 1, so he's just rolling 4.
Okay.
I mean, you're just looking for the wild, I think,
Oh, there it is.
and he probably elects. Maybe he elects to get cover. I mean, if you don't take cover here. Oh, he blocks 2. Oh, yeah, Doc Ock also has that. He still has that Scientist Supreme thing, right? Where you roll crits and you get power.
Yep.
So at least he got extra power from that. Too bad he doesn't have like amazing ways to. I guess he's got the throw. He can double walk throw now.
Yeah, his throw's good too. Even on the original Doc Ock, that throw's pretty solid. It's basically the storm throw, even though he had it first.
So let's see here. We have. So Doc Ock should have got a 3rd leadership there from the crit roll. He only gained 2 power, and that would have been from the damage. Oh, did he take damage? Maybe. Oh, he maybe. No, he didn't. Never mind. He
Yeah,
didn't
he
take
didn't take
damage.
damage.
So it was the extra power was from the crit. Wait, hold on. That doesn't make sense to me. 1 power from Doc Ock, 1 power from Doc Ock. How did he get 2 power there? Is the leadership
He
bonus just
shouldn't
from
have.
getting attacked?
He must have thought you can get 2 power for 2 crits, but
Oh no,
that's not
you
true.
don't have to do damage. The leadership doesn't have to do damage. If you get attacked and take no damage, you still get the power.
Oh,
And then
all
you
right
get
then.
the scroll. Then you had the crit, so that's how he got his 2 power. Okay.
Okay, the damage part is with the conditions.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. It's crazy too, because I've read this leadership a bunch recently, because I was talking to people about making a foes roster, and this game is making me feel like I've had to read it like 4 times in this game. It's crazy, but I think I got it now.
Yeah.
Um, like, should Andrew just be like passing here? I feel like activating characters like this is not ideal, especially like Sam hasn't gone yet. I'd hate to have Doc Ock just pushed off
I
again.
know. Yeah, exactly. It's that would be pretty rough if he just goes with a Doc Ock here and then he just gets disrupted anyway, and then he just throws Luke Cage or Sam on that point, and it's like the pressure is just like mounting his. Let's see what he does here. He's got a range 4. What's he doing? A beam? He's doing his incinerate beam, I think here. Yep. Arm lasers, energy attack.
It's a shame he's not using that new card that adds dice to a beam. Because Rhino would give him the 2 dice extra.
Oh, the joint effort. Yeah.
Yeah, joint effort would be kind of sick
That
here.
would be sick, especially since Rhino is like in like your opponent's face like a lot of the times.
Yeah.
It's not, and he's obviously got the big base, so it's easy to get him within 2 of. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He would have been getting what? So he would have been getting 6 dice beams instead.
Yeah. Which, it's not insane, but he's
It would
would
have
be a
been
good
cool. It
attack.
would have been cute too because like he could have even hit his own Rhino, which would have gotten his Rhino more power, which would have then, uh, given him enough power to robbery. So the play was, I mean, the play was to beam into Rhino, right? You should have activated Doc Ock and beamed into Rhino to give him 3 power.
Oh, that would be fun. He did roll a lot of crits in a
Oh,
wild,
there we
so
go. He's going to incinerate whoever he hit there.
he should gain a power from the crit roll,
Yeah.
which he just did. So you can tell Andrew's a fan of his foes.
Yeah, yeah. I think you.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty funny.
Mark is being sassy in the chat.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty funny.
Oh, it's so depressing to see that scroll in the corner of the map just sitting there. Man, this has been rough.
Yeah, I think you might have to. I don't. Maybe you don't even go with Black Cat and get it. It's like you aren't gonna win by running around, and you might just have to leave it for Bullseye to pick it up next round. You lose a VP, but maybe Black Cat gets 2 attacks into the trooper, the commandos, and like I don't know. Are you at that point where you're throwing Hail Mary, kind of like Hail Mary attacks? All right, we've got another beam here into Sam this time, and we have only 1 success.
No blocks, but he'll have cover.
No, I thought he rolled a wild into, and he didn't get the incinerate. I thought the wild was an incinerate. Maybe he missed it.
The wild is an incinerate, so I think he forgot to incinerate someone. He did roll a wild. I saw it. Sure, chat can confirm.
Yeah, well, we got the history here. I think we have blue.
Yeah, you're not supposed to miss that trigger, right?
I don't
Uh,
think so. I think
It doesn't say you may. I'm surprised because any guy who can remember all his scientific hubris triggers is usually going to remember wild triggers. What are they rolling now for? The more beamage?
yeah, it looks
Is
like
this
he
a
might have hit all 3 characters.
maybe cage here? It's probably cage. So it's probably no damage. Well, it's definitely no damage. But does he remember the incinerate?
We haven't placed it. Okay.
Maybe they're planning on doing it at the end.
Okay, gotcha. They got it. No, I think they just knew they were incinerated, but it didn't matter because he didn't have like any follow-up actions onto them, so
Yeah.
we're cool. Yeah.
He's probably going to throw.
That's very interesting that like you get a beam into 3 characters, and then you could roll wilds on each of them and generate enough power to then use your throw superpower.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool how that could work out for you.
Well, I mean, it's a little lucky with
Yeah, that is
scientific
fair.
hubris, but it's decent. So off goes Bill. That's sweet.
Yeah.
I think Doc Ock's trying to use that building to kind of backstop himself, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah,
We're
I
just going to
agree.
throw him off to the side.
Missed the trigger on Iron Man. Yeah, but so we caught it. It was mandatory anyway, so
Yeah. I'm just going to assume that they intended to add them at the end.
I think so too. Yeah, I'll wait till next time they resolve the beam or whatever, so that give them a chance
Yeah.
to. All right, here we go. Yep, let's see what happens with Sam's thrown into no cover from Ock because of
Orbital shield strikes.
what's going on here. Maybe there was a
Um,
he reconsidered, but all right, here we go. Orbital shield strikes. That's
yeah.
good.
Ooh. Okay then. Gains a power. And then you were saying he gets a power for the leadership. That's
Yeah.
2 power?
So he
Dude,
rolled it. Yep, that was 2 power right there.
that's crazy, actually. He's just going nuts on power.
That is pretty cool. Just need to utilize it. How do you utilize that effectively? You can't play well-laid plans with the new Ox. That's kind of sad.
You throw every single turn. That's probably a good
Yeah,
start.
yeah.
if he can just not get pushed away and get 2 good attacks in, that's pretty cool. Hopefully rolls wilds. I'm somewhat of a scientist myself, says
Yeah, I guess
Chrono.
so. I guess so. All right, looks like Sam is looking to push Awk.
Yeah, charge push.
Yep, now he's being
Oh,
conservative.
he's just staying there.
Yeah, I think it's the right play because you keep sacrifice online. You don't need to push into the enemy lines if you're winning. There's a
Oh,
good
Sam.
roll. Yep.
Yeah, as people are like, oh, Sammy only throws 4 dice. Really? And he's got a wild trigger, so he could hit Lizard for the fun of it.
Oh man, that's pretty funny. Mark just just look at the picture Mark just posted.
What the heck?
It's just a picture of Doc Ock, and there's no edits at all.
Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about.
Okay, so he's thrown off the point there. Yeah, so he's living on 1-2, which is like, man, next turn he's just not even gonna activate. And ooh, rough.
Man, I've never wished Doc Ock was size 3 more in my life than this game.
Yeah, double. He's gotten pushed. He's got indomed and then pushed again. Holy moly! Ah, yikes. Okay, I wish I understood that. I only know that those are the books he's written, so but all right. It should be illegal to use your own pods tools. I think it should be illegal to use your own pods tools. Oh, what do you mean? Why are you saying that? You're saying Shadow Marvel shouldn't be using Gamer Guild tools?
I mean, yeah, the tools look fine to me.
Oh wait, are you suggesting that they've got an extra they've got extra paint on the edges of them to give them a
Extra paint.
yeah. No, I got the joke. Don't worry. I understood the joke.
Yeah.
That's giving him a clear unfair advantage. All right, so we're doing a
Yeah.
double attack with Black Widow and Howling Commando. So we are in like a little bit of a desperation dice kind of situation here. Andrew's probably feeling that the two bad rounds in a row in terms of VP scoring, and we're not rolling great either. Oh, there it is. No power, no damage on them. No damage.
I can't express enough how badly I want Andrew's dice to do something cool.
I know.
And I'm still waiting.
I know. This is unfortunate. The dice tray is also a Gamer's Guild tray. Nah, I don't think so, but all right.
It's like we're gonna shoot Venom. That's a bold choice when Venom can hit back at you.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, he just moved. No, he's just moving out of range 3. Which is that relevant when Venom can pull you at range 4?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Every time Venom pulls medium, it feels like cheating.
I know I've been I agree. Holy moly. It's so far.
Yep.
Okay, we're going into Black Cat here. I mean, makes sense. Black Cat's new ability, you can't explode crits into her, and you can't reroll dice. Not that he doesn't have any dice mods anyway, but not being able to explode your dice is pretty significant. He's shaking a bleed instead of attacking, actually.
Wow, the disrespect. It's like, you know what? I don't even need to do anything.
I know. That's a rough spot to be. Now he's only got Lizard left, and he's staring down Spider Woman, who is like the tankiest character on his entire team, and I don't see this going super well. He's also got Luke. Oh, he passed. He must have passed.
Yeah. So Luke's gonna just get the freebie here.
I mean, you could just double. Do you double walk and throw the car, or do you not throw the car?
Huh?
Like
What?
Luke
We
Cage
could
could
throw
throw the he
cars.
could throw the car. Luke Cage could.
Uh, yeah, he's gonna be a street fighter. I mean, I personally am a fan of leaving characters on one. I'm not sure how you feel about that.
Yeah. It seems reasonable to do that. You're not playing the attrition game. Like you're not trying to like table this guy. So I think that leaving him on one is totally fine. He's putting Luke Cage in a spot to not get pushed by Lizard. So there we go. Another smart positioning play by Shadow Marvel there.
So
Lizard.
here's the other crazy part is since Shadow Marvel's gonna have Prio, I mean like Doc Ock is super going down next turn.
Yeah. It's how did I'm just trying to understand. No, so Andrew has Prow because he still has Spider Woman left.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was kind of perplexed how this happened, but I guess because Bullseye didn't get to activate.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a good thing because it would be really frustrating if poor Doc Ock didn't get to do anything. Granted, no.
He hasn't done it. Yeah, doesn't really.
I don't see how Lizard is useful here without a little bit of luck. I mean, I love Lizard, but he's kind of that character that wants to be holding a token and making people attack him.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in a situation where your Lizard has to make attacks and it matters.
Yeah. I don't like Lizard because when someone steals from him and just like takes his thing and runs away, he can catch up maybe, but he can't hit hard enough to to steal it back with the tools he has. It makes me nervous about being in that spot where you just taken the extract from him and he's in the situation he's in now where he needs to roll as hot as he possibly can.
Yeah. The chat says the Vodka Blitz saying that Lizard's a meh character.
Yeah.
I like Lizard with Emma, but I think that's pretty obvious. The extra power lets him be more relevant. Um, I like Lizard as just a random objective holder. That's the thing. Um, losing the objective though, it makes him really sad.
Yeah. Joe saying he like plays in Europe. So all his models are being attacked all the time. Very fighty meta. Very fighty meta.
Yeah, even your web warriors are
Yeah.
fighting everybody over there.
Yeah.
Watching Arun play web warriors, it really shocks me. It's like, what the hell? What's all these attacks? Why is Zemo crazy? What people are playing Moon Knight? Yeah. And
We're getting an attack. We're getting a Heroes for Hire play, which is so he's going to displace Lizard off the point, and he's hoping for no wild on the attack so that Luke Cage stays on the point. And he's just look at that. If he gets Lizard off the point, I guess even if Lizard does push Luke Cage off the point, Spider Woman could just move onto the point and take it. Or I mean, she can move on to the middle too. So
is this seriously a spend 2 power gain of EP? We're having that again, huh?
well, he has to not get pushed off the point here.
That's fair, I guess. Oh,
And there's the wild.
but wait, how's he gonna get pushed with that building there? I don't think he's gonna get pushed.
I think it's close. It is close. I agree that he could easily not get pushed.
I
Let's
think
zoom in here.
that positioning could have been better, probably, to block a push, but yeah, I think he's fine.
You think he's yeah? That sucks for him.
In fact,
There. So we're already moving on to the lizard push, the lizard throw.
I do quite like you should have moved Cage. Am I missing like order of operations here?
No,
Like,
so Luke Cage. So I think the players opted to not push Luke Cage. Like that's what Andrew probably said, because there
okay,
was no way to push him.
Interesting.
I think that's what probably happened there. I mean, I don't see another reason. Like, he was clearly looking for the wild, and he got it, and it didn't matter because of the range 1 place from Heroes for
Hmm.
Hire.
Well, there it is. Spend 2 power, gain 1 VP.
Yep, exactly. Spider-Woman just staying away from Venom, range 4, so she can't get pulled in at all. And that's round, probably. We're scoring 1, 2, 3, 6 points for Marvel. Oof.
Yeah, this is gonna be a quick game.
Yeah, we're Andrew is in trouble.
And
Round
that scroll's still in the corner. On the ground.
Yeah.
I'm begging, RNGesus, give us some sweet, sweet Spider-Foe dice this round. Show us the 3 wild striking tentacles.
Yeah, let's get something going here. At least Rhino can now steal from Iron Man. Finally.
Right now. This is a robbery. Oh wait, the cops are already here. Man, and like I don't like Doc Ock attacking Luke Cage. Luke Cage is it's like the frustrating thing about Luke Cage is you don't really ever want to kill him, and yet he's always forcing you to,
Yep.
and it takes a lot of energy to take him down.
It was funny. I think you posted that poll, right, where it's like, is Luke Cage like busted? And I think he
Yeah.
is. I mean, for the amount of the cost you have to spend to bring him onto the board, he is definitely. You get his value you get the value from him almost every single time, like more value than the cost you paid in threat.
Yeah. The
He's
6 health
really good.
with indestructible and 4 physical is a bit much in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
it's
he'd
a
be
lot.
balanced as a 5/5 character. I mean, he basically has 6 health with the way indestructible works. I mean, right now he's like a 7/6 if you think of it like that, right?
Yeah,
And
I mean,
and
that's
that's
if you only take 2 attacks, right? If you
I
that
know,
yeah, it's
yeah.
like
If you one shot him, he's a 7/6.
yeah,
That's crazy.
that is the if you if you hold on, if you do 2 damage to him, all 6 damage, he's a 12-10. If
Yeah.
every
Oh
time
my
you attack him,
gosh.
you push 2 successes through, he's a 12-10. It's just damage. That's why so many teams are running indestructible, like, or not, like they're running damage
Yeah.
reduction characters, right? At like the Hellfire team is like Rhino, Bill, Luke Cage, like Lizard is a
Yeah.
viable team because they can all throw and displace, and they're tanky. They heal that chip damage, meaning they're all like they're not 12-10s anymore. They're like 13-11s or whatever. It's just it's crazy.
What's going on here? Are we getting robbed? It looks like Iron Man just got robbed.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like, is this game gonna go long enough where if Doc Ock goes down here, this is even still a game?
Well, Lizard can displace Luke Cage. The problem is that Andrew needs to daze a character before it activates in order to go last and be able to like kind of shove other characters off points and impact the secures. So we're doing an attack. Oh no, we're
Oh.
rolling on the scroll, which he gets pushed on.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, so now he's going to be outside of range 1 potentially of the scoundrel. Let's see if that happens. No, he's still on the scoundrel.
So maybe just try to take out Sam here, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just like that triggers a leadership trigger.
Oh man. Yeah, it's quite the challenge here because yeah, like you said, if you um your characters that need to you need what am I trying to say here? The characters that you need to score out the game will now be even more protected if you daze Sam, who is just sitting on a secure.
Oh
And
man.
we don't have enough to do much. Oh gosh.
3 blocks. Jeez.
Oh man, that is rough.
Well, Andrew did say the longer the game goes, the more beer he's going to consume. So hopefully by now he's starting to get a nice buzz and he's just chilling out.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have Avengers Assemble not used as well. Like,
This
man.
game, I think that Shadow Marvel just plays this cleanly, and it's gonna be over around 3. So let's see. He's Hail Marrying here for sure. She's got 4 defense dice and in cover.
Is that all?
Yeah, it's oof. Yeah, it's not gonna do it. That's oh my gosh,
2
dude.
crits.
Ah man, Shadow Marvel's defense dice are better than Andrew's attack dice.
Yeah, accurate. 3 blocks, 3 hits. I mean, what do you do?
I
You know,
don't.
just
You bring more steals, maybe. That's like really
yeah.
it. That's like the only way to like you need to come back. Like basically, Andrew was expecting to use sinister traps to take the lead, and he didn't really have much of a options to take the lead back if he was losing it. Uh-oh.
Chrono says this is why we have Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Shadow Marvel has to take a break and flush his dice. We're gonna see Luke Cage throw the car into. Oh, hold on. We're seeing Sam throw. Sam
Sam
go.
Spender, maybe.
I don't think he has enough power for it. I didn't see how much he paid though.
Oh, he doesn't, but
Just the
he'll get it
charge.
off this attack anyway.
Yeah, if he wants to. I could throw Lizard away, the spender.
Pretty decent character, that Sam Wilson.
Only
Oh,
2.
well, oh, this roll matters. No. Okay, all right. Doc Ock wants to live. But
Oh, so you just spend her into Doc Ock and you throw him if
yeah.
you or hold on, is the throw based on damage? I think it is. So you just kill him. He's doing the
I was gonna say sacrifice into Lizard, but then I'll just throw Lizard into Doc Ock, right? So.
yeah. He spent all the
Oh
power,
no,
so yeah,
wait.
he's doing the spender
It's
into Ock.
it's throw away, but you could do the position to make it work.
Right, but it isn't it after the effect is resolved and you have to do damage, so therefore you're going to kill him before he sacrificed into Lizard. Okay. So Lizard's taking the attack, which is interesting because if Lizard takes a single damage, yeah, okay, I'm catching up now. 2 into no damage, so no throw. Let's see if is there any. Yeah, we're done. Okay, so Lizard, so he gets to place within 2, part of the attack, and then Lizard gets to go.
Is he gaining power from these attacks? Because he should be.
Lizard should have got a power there, yeah.
Let him cook. He might be thinking about it, or he'll get to him.
Yeah.
But Lizard on 3 power is much better than Lizard on 2 power.
I don't know what the ruling like. What's the like? Is this a mandatory trigger to gain power from the leadership, or is this like you have to use the leadership? I don't know what the rule is on that, so I don't want to step in if I'm.
Yeah, I think it is mandatory, but I'm not a judge, so I'm not gonna say anything. Sam's leadership is also mandatory, but not all of it.
Yeah, you have to pick a character, but you don't have to do anything with it.
Yeah.
Power is mandatory. Status isn't. All right. Well, let me see here.
I mean, yeah, I hate ever butting in on these things, but in theory they should be. I'm seeing hands over the leadership. Oh, no, he's taking away power. So I guess Doc is activating.
Okay, yeah. Let's see here. I've just asked other accusers to weigh in on this just to be sure, and we'll see what happens.
Looks like he's gonna throw Sam. Is there a table judge?
There is no one on the table right now, but I can jump in as soon as I another accuser. If another accuser in the accuser chat messages confirms what I believe is to be true, which it is mandatory, then I will jump in. Okay, yeah. It says, yeah, we got, as long as conditions are met, it should be true.
Yeah, then say something, I guess.
I will.
I mean, it is mandatory.
I will mention it right now.
I don't blame Shadow Marvel for not noticing. I've had to read this leadership constantly throughout this game. So he's doing the scientific breakthrough on Sam now.
Okay.
Which really all it does is give you 7 dice in a lot of conditions.
If you do the damage, I think it's also a damage trigger.
Yeah. Yeah, which hasn't been easy for Andrew.
Oops, shoot. I have to type this up again.
Looks like 1 damage. Kick them while they're down would be fun right now. With all these conditions. I gotta say, Venom has not felt very exciting this game. He just hasn't had a shot at doing stuff. Shadow Marvel's done a great job of neutralizing Venom.
Okay, so yeah, I agree that Venom has done a whole lot of nothing. Staying outside of 4. It's interesting because, like, if you were on a tighter map, staying out of 4 is a lot harder to do, but because it's on a wider scenario, it's like, and Venom is not like down the middle here. It's made it so that he can just be ignored.
So, what's going on with the leadership thing?
I typed in the chat. They didn't see it.
They may not have seen it.
I'll just type another message again if it's tricky because I don't want to jump in there if I don't have to.
It was a good message. A message that is now forgotten.
Okay, we're gonna jump into. I'm gonna jump into their chat when they're done this
Sure.
dice roll here. So I will. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Swung in your favor.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
The lizard, when he got the sacrificed attack into him, he should have gained a power from the leadership. It's our understanding that the leadership is not a May. You like have to follow the leadership gaining you extra power.
Yeah, but he wasn't the first character attacked.
Okay.
Doc Ock was.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. And Doc Ock already had full power, so yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Getting that? No.
All right. So Andrew says that he wasn't the first character getting attacked, so he didn't get it. So once per turn.
Sure.
Sure.
This is only once per turn, and you
It
got
is
attacked once prior.
Okay. That's interesting. So what I'm hearing is that the first attack, my brain is telling me like the first attack you take is what's going to get you the power, and Doc Ock had that had 10 power, so he didn't. So there's no benefit from the leadership.
Wow, that's wild. So it's a kind of like against your will.
Yeah, it's completely, yeah, that's a bit of a bummer, because if you attack a character that has 10 power as your first attack against this leadership, you effectively negate that part of the leadership.
Oh wow. All right, we just keep learning.
Yeah,
Man,
that's a bummer. That's a bummer.
every time I think I got this leadership figured out, it throws another curveball at me.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, we're
it's
seeing that
interesting.
medium pull.
He had to move up to do that, looks like, so he's stuck with one action.
No, he didn't move.
Oh, he didn't? He
I
had
don't
range
think
4 on
so.
him? Okay.
Yeah, he did. We mentioned that last round.
He moved out of range 3. That's what it was. He moved out of
Yes.
the single attack or the double attack.
So,
But now he's going to get double attacked anyway.
yeah, I mean, I'm happy he's taking out these commandos in theory. Oh, good roll. There it is. Decent.
Okay.
It's not enough to kill him though, so
Yeah,
it's
he's going to have to
awkward.
do it again. I mean, he still has brace, so he can't like throw anything to kill him. So you're left with doing it again.
It's just nice to see Venom actually accomplishing something.
Yeah.
He's spending power.
He's doing a We Are Venom so that he can guarantee the kill, or as much as he can.
Yeah. This should heal him for 1. Wait, what the heck? Oh, he just threw something.
He's
I guess
what's he?
there was no brace
He
used.
threw the car. Oh, he must have leadership trigger here. So
Which
Bill's
should
gonna heal
heal.
one, and Bill's gonna heal one and move, and so he opted not to brace. I guess he didn't brace it. That's what it was, because Rhino has a size 4 throw, so he's like, I'm gonna save my brace for that.
Yeah. Imagine Rhino having power for throws. I mean, granted, he is sitting next to a giant size 4 building, so I see the fear.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like Beta Ray Bill could just throw it, just attack Rhino for 1, and then you have enough power to throw. That size 4
I
right
agree.
beside
I would
you.
actually try to do that, right? Just deny the terrain.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't know. Hitting Rhino's weird.
You
'Cause
could
Rhino's
also
no
just
power.
displace Rhino, right? You just attack Rhino, and then you throw him away so he's not on the point, and then you're winning the middle. I mean, the reality
Yeah.
is that there's lots of different things Shadow Marvel could do that are suboptimal, and he would still win the game because of the just the last 2
Massive lead.
rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing a web line into Beta Ray Bill.
I think you kind of missed it too because you left the chat, but it looks like Luke Cage tried to do something to Doc Ock and failed.
Oh yeah. And Doc Ock, he ought to activate. Yeah. Doc Ock activated, but every character's still alive. So on
Yeah,
that
it
side of
didn't
the
work
board,
out again.
that's a bummer.
Oh, I don't know. Pulling Bill there. Ugh, I don't know.
Oh, see, okay. The reason he did it is so that he could have at least one attack into him, because that's why he threw the terrain into the commandos. So
Oh.
he's Hail Marrying as much as he possibly can here. Okay, we don't have a good roll, so that's that.
And
Bill
2
just
crits off
yeah,
of Shadow
jeez.
Marvel. Shadow Marvel, please. You're not making this fair. 3 blocks from Shadow Marvel.
Jeez Louise, that's crazy.
This guy.
And he's immune
Shadow
to
Marvel
bleed.
thinks he's playing Web Warriors tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. It's I mean, he might have even preferred to take a damage there to get that 3 power for that throw on Rhino.
Yeah.
But he can't have everything. Just perfect defense dice.
Yeah, I guess you just want to throw Rhino away from the middle and Spider-Woman, but I'm not even sure that matters.
Who do we have left? We've got Bullseye. Who's gonna Bullseye's gonna grab the scroll. Black Cat isn't doing a whole lot now. She could move and steal from Bill, maybe. Does she have 3 power? Yeah, she does. So I think like that's Andrew's option.
She's not gonna make it. It's too
Yeah,
far.
Bill will rotate before she makes that.
I don't even think she makes it if he stays still. Maybe. It's pretty close.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty. It is close. All right, so we're gonna have Spider Woman going into Rhino here.
So
Shock, I would imagine, goes out on him.
Spider-Woman's
Oh,
really
this is doesn't
nasty.
matter. Don't put shock on him because the leadership would remove it. So, you put the thing on that the one
Stun is
thing
usually-
stun. Yeah.
Stun's not insane against Rhino, but it's still really annoying.
Oh yeah, did you just see that?
What?
He put shock on. He put shock on
Just
Rhino
removed it?
and then forgot about the leadership, or like he before he put it on Rhino, he pulled it back. So I think he's remembered.
Well, so here's the funny thing too, right? Spider-Woman puts the shock on before damage is dealt.
Yeah.
So even if there was like a timing issue, it wouldn't matter. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the leadership is once per turn when suffering damage from an attack. So it just goes on and comes right off.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. The timing of actually removing it is after the effect is resolved. So basically it's like the final step in the attack sequence is this leadership. So you get to like
Yeah.
basically any attack that gives you shock, slow, or incinerate, you will get to remove it once per turn if you take damage.
Yeah, I see. It's basically worded so that you'll always get to remove it.
Yeah. All right, we have 3 into 1. So Rhino taking another 1 damage looks like. She did the
What did she-
spender.
Oh, to make him drop his scroll.
Oh, there we go.
So did he
Jeez
drop it?
Louise. It's like, yeah. Just put it
Ouch.
towards the rest of your team.
Which I guess is Iron Man.
Yeah. And he's poisoned. The spender makes you advance if you're poisoned. That's kind of cute. Holy moly. I've never seen. He's got it stuck on the tool. I've never seen that spender. Let me go to it. Use that poison thing effectively. I've never seen that combo before, although I knew it existed, but like that's pretty cool. You builder hitting the wild, giving you poison, then you spender, and the wild on the spender is what also gets you another advance on the character.
Wait, did they? Okay, I was just gonna say they messed up the order, but no, they didn't because I see the scrolls over there. Because you have to advance first and then drop the objective.
So Rhino is going to get back onto the point.
Oh, from aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressive. Well, I respect it. Rhino's saying no a lot this turn. Like, oh, you want to shock me? No.
Yeah.
You want to make me move? No, I'm gonna aggressive. I mean, man, all this measuring, and then if he doesn't roll a wild or a crit, it's just gonna get moved.
Yeah. And then on top of that, Iron Man, if he rolls a wild, he's getting moved.
Yeah.
It's Alright, let's see what he gets. Alright.
Yeah, he got the crit. Oh. Yeah.
So Shadow is just making sure he can't steal from him. Looks like you're right. He is out of being stolen from. Yep. So that's why he's gonna activate Iron Man next
Yeah.
and just push Lizard off the point.
Yeah, it looks like if he just goes to the edge there, he'll be able to push him fine. Yep, that works great. By the way, someone commented earlier about Lizard having one of the best sculpts, and I totally agree. Oh,
Yeah.
man. I think Lizard's got to be like a top 5 sculpt in this game.
Yeah, I agree. It is pretty sick. He's like so big, like on the table, like his sculpt, like he's just a monster. Like the size of the model compared to like a regular human shaped, like a Luke Cage or a Sam or a.
He gets the wild.
Oh my gosh.
And he got it off his 2 crits, which he seems to roll a lot of crits. Mr. Marvel. Brutal.
Yeah, if only he hit as hard as his sculpt. That's right.
That's a good line. Yeah. Iron Man doing Iron Man things over here.
Yep. Is that game? I'm trying to see what's happening here. Luke Cage is on the points. Ock isn't. We're seeing Avengers assemble.
Yeah, is Avengers symbol relevant at all?
So let's see here.
So far, I don't really think it is.
I think that's game. I think this is gonna be game because Sam and Luke Cage are gonna get this point. Iron Man's getting that point. Spider-Woman and Bill will get the middle, and then that's 3 secures, and they have 2 scrolls, giving them 5. So I think that unless
Oh no, yeah. Actually, I think he just Avengers assembled right now. Right?
yeah, he did, yeah.
And then that gets him the points over Doc.
Yeah. And yeah, so I think that's game. Maybe Ock was on the point, and even though the overhead isn't showing the secure on his head, but if either way, it doesn't matter now. This is going to be game unless he can kill Bill with Bullseye or Black Cat. Which
Good luck.
yeah, exactly. I guess you could double walk Black Cat onto Iron Man's point. You probably have to do a range 2 hop as well, and that would put Shadow Marvel at 15.
Yeah, it's just
But yeah, it's
grasping at straws and that's
yeah.
I mean, this is wow. I mean, a turn 3 game when you're trying to play attrition is also not ideal.
Yeah, 9 points on the board. Score 5. Shadow Marvel scores 5, 6, 5.
It's just unfortunate too because Andrew brought 2 characters that can steal extracts, and he's been losing on extracts like the entire game.
Yeah, well laid plans. Was definitely missing in this situation.
Yeah.
Sinister traps. I would have definitely liked to see. I think it was tricky. I would have liked to see him played on a flank. The problem is that Shadow could have just that Spider Woman grab opponent's piece, was going to happen, no matter what basically, and it was a good spot. Like the terrain was set up perfectly for her to avoid being punished for grabbing the other scroll.
I really don't think there was enough offense to punish her anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We have
She
4.
gets the wild. He's doing the stagger on Bill.
Right.
Which I don't know that matters at all.
I don't think it does either. I think Bill just walks onto the.
Yeah.
I mean, that
But
also gets him the ability to throw Rhino. So just move and throw Rhino. I mean, not that it matters, but
yeah.
we'll jump into their chat when they call the game.
Which should be any minute now.
Rough night for foes. They've lost. They lost both their players that are maining foes. Going into top cut here are lost within a span of like 5 hours.
I don't think I even throw Rhino here, like, and risk the 1 in a trillion that Bullseye can kill him. I mean, it's very, very, very,
Well, he
very
spent.
unlikely.
So what do you mean Bullseye
No,
can
no, it
kill?
doesn't. No, I mean, I guess it kind of doesn't even matter, but because he's still, I guess he'd be off by 1 VP or something. I mean, you just basically have Bullseye move and then try to spender Bill, and then Bill
But
has no power right now, so he can't reduce his
right, but if
damage.
Bill, but the thing is, by throwing Rhino off, if Bill, oh, I see, Bill dies, he drops the scroll, and there's your, you don't get 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fair. You don't have damage reduction. You don't have cover.
Wait, what?
He must not have collided with Black Cat. He must have hit the car.
Oh, they just called it?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, they're just... I'm guessing Andrew just conceded here without
All right.
even moving his Bullseye.
Let's jump into their chat.
All right.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
1, 2, 1, 2,
Yeah,
3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that.
Good game, man.
16-8. You too, man. Wow. Just ripped apart.
That's Sam.
Like that.
Sometimes he does that.
Yeah, that round 2 where it was like, all right, and nothing. And I know that
Yeah,
Nissa wasn't keep
I was getting
attacking,
the
but it was like
perfect dice results to to slow Rhino down from doing what he wanted to do.
yeah, that one where Rhino was like, all right, I need 1 to just go through.
It's damage
Somewhere.
reduced to 1. Reduced to minimum of 1. Come on, you can do this, guy.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't care who he puts it on. We're all good. Come on. But
Hey,
yeah, no, well played, man. That was huge.
Thank you. You too, man. Good job.
thanks for letting us stream the game, guys. Andrew, what were your thoughts going into the mission? Did you feel good about it? What were your thoughts going into the match?
Yeah, so going into this, knowing that I was up against Sam, Scoundrels probably wasn't the thing I wanted to see. And Scrolls probably same again there. So I knew it was going to be tough. Yeah, I was expecting wide Sam and just great positioning and pushes galore and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, Shadow Marvel just had all of that. So I was expecting it to be super tough, and it's, if I'm being honest, sort of played out the way I was expecting it to go. So well played to Shadow Marvel. That was phenomenal.
Thank you.
Great Sam play.
I
cleverly avoided. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I cleverly avoided triggering the Sam leadership just by not killing anyone. But yeah, it was.
I let it happen. I let you kill one.
You let me kill one. Yeah. And honestly, I needed to take something because that was just. It was always going to be a case of I was going to be outmaneuvered and probably outpositioned with the amount of pushes and stuff like that can come through. Yeah, I mean, Peter A. Bill into Venom, the double walk and just throw him away. Yeah, perfect play.
The Sinister Trap was like the big question going into this match, like where you would put it and all that. Ultimately, it didn't help you very much. Were you considering putting it on the opposite, like a flank scroll, opposite to the one you were gonna grab initially?
Yeah, typically I'll put Lizard on one side and Rhino on the other, and then just trap the Lizard one because worst case scenario I run Lizard into my traps and he heals up and then I have the scroll. But in this match with Prio, it's unusual that I play scrolls with Prio. With the Doc Ock leadership, I was fairly confident getting Bullseye to grab this one first, and then Rhino had this one covered.
You're right, right.
So I thought. And just in the middle, I was hoping to just jam stuff up the play by Spider Woman coming through and grabbing this one, ballsy as hell, but it paid off.
Well,
Yeah.
there was that size 4. I felt that size 4 gave me between size 4 and stealth. I felt there was enough support for her to be able to just wait it out.
I was just hoping you'd fail the scroll roll and come back into my traps and then be here.
Yeah, I was worried about that. I was worried about
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Shadow
yeah.
Marvel,
That was fantastic play there.
congrats on making it to the top 16. What about your thoughts going into the match? Like, were you worried about seeing CGR or Malekith across the table, or like what were you thinking when you were building your list?
Look, Lucas. I put Captain Marvel in my squad because Curtis told me through on Danger Room that he's great. So she's great. So I just put her in there because I figured if I just put her in there, then no CGR shows up. I feel like that is how it's like, like
I
elephant
love it.
stampede repellent. Like, nobody. Like, are you getting stampeded by elephants right now? No, so it must be working. But I mean, I was a little worried about it, but I figured on this particular scenario, neither Mal nor CGR is the most optimal thing. And I just felt like, it is what it is. You deal with it as you deal with it. Bring enough defensive tech, figure it out on the fly. I thought about bringing Hulk. I was trying to spent most of my decision making trying to figure out how I can get Hulk into this list. And it just didn't work at 20. Like I just couldn't make a list that I was happy with the pieces I felt I needed to bring and have Hulk. So I settled, and I know everyone's sad for me for bringing in Bill.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's a great team, and like as soon as you had that extract lead, it felt like it was you just didn't have to do anything other than just keep repositioning. It was totally up to Andrew to break the parity there, or just like get some sort of lead. The steals, he had more steals than you by a tactic card, but you basically just like by running around it was and playing the heroes for hire, getting Lizard off the point, like putting a lot of scoring pressure on the team was nice. I think you had a lot of great positioning with Luke Cage, especially putting him like directly against Doc Ock, so that if he got pushed, he by Lizard when he was still like on the building, he wasn't going anywhere. And then when he Lizard moved to push you, you heroes for hired into another spot where Luke Cage also couldn't push. What was so when you initially put Luke Cage on the point, like basically next to Rhino, what were you thinking going into there? Because we weren't sure if there was any sort of advanced, smart, big brain thinking, or it was just jam Luke Cage as close as you can to enemy models and all that.
Look, I'd like to explain it to you, but like you're just not on my level to understand. No, I mean I was just the way I tend to play Luke Cage is, I jam him in and let him be annoying and be opportunistic. So I figured him being jammed in there, just gave a couple of options for Iron Man to sacrifice or sacrifice onto if I wanted to use sacrifice. It could have gone onto him. It could have gone onto Sam. There wasn't a lot of space in front of the ambush token for me to be able to get there and still be able to like make the medium move I wanted if I wanted to have Cage move and attack. So I just was like, well, the optimal place is just to present as many puzzles as possible.
Right.
That was it. I found in that blob there, I was looking at your power constantly, going, okay, so Luke Cage doesn't have the power to Too Dangerous to Ignore. Iron Man doesn't have the power to Heroes for Hire. And then you've got Sacrifice in there, and they can both do that. And it was like, okay, I'm just going to make an attack, and
Let me decide who you attack.
Yeah. That was it. It genuinely was just a case of whatever. I just need the power to do something, and ideally, I'm not attacking your guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were very good in who you chose to attack, and the guys that I wanted to have power on and I wanted to get attacked were just not being damaged at all.
Sploosh, do you have any questions for the players?
No, I was sad that Andrew couldn't roll a wild with Doc Ock, like when he was trying to get flurry of arms and stuff.
I
Would
got
have been
tons
nice
of
to
wilds
see
with
some
Doc
big
Ock on
hits.
all the other ones.
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
on arm laser you did, but
Yep.
and then seeing Doc Ock get pushed so much, I wish so much that he was size 3 in that situation because
I asked that question actually. Like in round 1, I was like, I looked at him and I was like, "Is he size 3?" And I haven't played against Doc Ock, so I was like, "Okay, he's just a. I gotta remember, he's just a man. He's
yeah,
just a man."
Yeah.
that's true.
The size 2, I was looking for things to hide him behind, but it doesn't matter because Sam will hunt him down. And just,
Yeah.
defy physics.
Yeah, that was an interesting game. I was shocked to see 6 on both sides. You guys were almost a mirror match, like tactics cards having like Heroes for Hire versus like Lethal Protector. You both had, what was it, Sacrifice, and that was interesting. But it was, yeah, I think really all that it changed this game was just that turn 1 and Shadow Marvel's ballsy plays, and they all just paid off.
Hey man, that all doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So, the heat death of the universe. I'm just gonna let Spider Woman run around a sinister trap and steal. That's her job. This is literally her job, is to gain extract advantage.
Yeah,
That's
that was
pretty great.
brilliant.
And the fact that all of Andrew's characters were physical attacks, like Spider Woman just looked so good in this situation. And she didn't even take damage. It's crazy. It was tough watching Rhino not hit anything. I'm curious why Rhino didn't maybe try to go for Sam to just use him to get a power early on there, because you went after Iron Man early on. I think what, turn 2, to try to get your one
Yeah.
power.
In that, I think I was more concerned about the Friday AI push. Just having Iron Man, downwind, Friday, push all my dudes off points, whereas Sam could only push Doc Ock. Yeah, it would have been probably a better play, but again, it was if I'd gone for Sam and Shadow Marvel had really wanted to stop me, he had Sacrifice online, and then he would have had Too Dangerous to Ignore or Heroes. So it was just trying to generate that one power so I could bring Rhino back in and then start focusing on the middle. But yeah, Rhino whiffing up here meant that I needed to get through that blob, because ideally I didn't want to play up here at all.
Right.
I do have one last question. Why Doc Ock instead of, like, say, Green Goblin here? Any particular reason?
He's better. Like, no. Like they're just really, for me, this is actually only my 3rd game playing Doc Ock. But yeah, I just find that Green Goblin's like fine, and Doc Ock is slightly more fine. Yeah, I thought the leadership had come in handy a little bit more because none of my guys are really attackers. Like, Blizzard doesn't care. Rhino, in hindsight, probably would have come in clutch. A couple of Green Goblin rerolls. Same with Venom, but again, Venom loves the extra power after being attacked.
Yeah.
Bullseye loved the extra power, and Cat, loved the power more. So yeah, really the choice was big tanky idiot rather than Goblin. I really wanted to bring Wolverine. I just couldn't fit him.
Bummer. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
well,
I did
sorry. Go ahead.
toss up I did toss up Malekith because I've had good success with that, but when it was Scoundrels, not a chance. And yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider, apparently he's really good. Never played with him.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're just going to bump up those stats so AMG nurse him, right? Isn't that the plan?
That's what I'm hoping. All
I've
you
literally
CGR
only played
people can
against him
win.
twice,
So.
and he's terrible.
Okay, well, thanks guys for letting us stream the game. I appreciate a lot. All the viewers, I'm sure, appreciate it. And I'm gonna end the stream now. So good luck, Shadow Marvel, in your next games. And thank you, Andrew, for I don't know, letting me stream the game. Good luck in the
Cheers,
next
mate.
season.
Hopefully we'll see you next
Sorry.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get those second chances again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, both of us. Yeah, we need a second chancer to win the whole thing, so that that would be
Yep.
pretty cool.
I
Blow
think
up
that's
the
pretty
internet.
awesome.
All right, guys, have a good night.
Brilliant. Cheers. Thanks.